course, that the governor is obviously faced with a host of really bad choices, but choices that have to be made given the current economic situation.
Clubhouses are the gem and the star of the system, and people need to listen to the thousands of stories of members telling their recovery story and what helped them to stay well.
So the reason why we came here today was to protest the cuts that are happening. It's rumored that there's a possibility of clubhouses closing.
This is a real crucial period. We're under serious threat of 9C cuts. We understand the times are tough, but it's a terrible thing because clubhouses really save a lot of money. They help a lot of people.
Because we all want to be productive, right? We want to get working. We want to be busy. We are somebody. Everybody is somebody here.
We're going to talk to the Deputy Commissioner, Elaine Hill. Thank you for coming.
I'm 20 years old and I attend the Genesis Club. And when I first started attending the Genesis Club, I was really isolated. I was angry at everybody and I didn't want to socialize. I didn't want anything to do with what we call the work order day. But through the encouragement of the members and the staff, I started coming out of my shell and I started socializing again.
I was first diagnosed with a mental illness as a child. Over the next few years, I was frequently suicidal and spent almost as much time in the hospital as out. Since my involvement in the clubhouse, I have not required hospitalization.
I just want to take a moment to thank you all. I know that you came from all over the state. You have a voice. You are a citizen. It is a time of unprecedented, difficult times. We all know that. But still, the voice that you have as citizens, as clubhouse members, needs to be heard.
All the way up the street to go to the front of the State House.
The Crystal Clubhouse in Gardner, Massachusetts, and the clubhouse has done so much for me. I spent 8 years in Worcester State Hospital. Because of the clubhouse, I live in the community. I have a job. I have an apartment. Crystal House done so much for me and the other members that it's incredible.
I'm scared to death that my clubhouse will close. When I first came to Crossroads at 21, I was severely depressed and I tried to commit suicide several times. Crossroads has helped me to get jobs and keep them for a long time. I beg you not to close down Crossroads or any other clubhouse in the state of Massachusetts.
I have been teased my entire life and made fun of. It is also a safe place to belong, and a place to return to.
If they close the clubhouse, I'll go back to what I used to do, not doing much of anything, and I don't want to go back. Really, don't go back to that anymore. I want to stay in life. I want to keep the clubhouse open, so I'll have a place to go and make friends.
I understand that we as a country are in major financial debt. We as a clubhouse understand this matter and are willing to take the reasonable responsibilities to help.
It's because clubhouses are core services. When other services don't follow through, it's the clubhouse that helps protect people.
It's going to cost more to hospitalize us than it will to keep these clubhouses open.
I've been going to the townhouse for 16 months. I have not needed one emergency psych appointment. I have not had to be hospitalized. I'm actually very stable, probably for the first time in my life.
Well, I have a letter that I would like for you to give to the governor. This is a letter that I wrote to him personally about my own past experiences with mental illness. We hear that there is a plan to close clubhouses in the DMH-funded clubhouses, and we hope that when he hears that, he will take the right action to preserve what we fought so many years to keep.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming up today.
All right.
Thank you.
Clubhouses mean a lot to me. They are a touchstone for me. And they also help you out with a lot of things. They help you feel like you're somebody instead of just being somebody who isolates. So I used to be like that. But then when I got introduced to the clubhouse, they showed me that I was worth more than that. And so so now I have a part-time job at TJ Maxx, and I also socialize a lot more with the people.
But without the clubhouse, I feel that I won't have nowhere to go. Where am I going to go? I have no family. But you still need that connection.
I wouldn't feel fulfilled if I didn't have the clubhouses. I love them.
If the clubhouse wasn't there, I would sit at home in my room and isolate myself and not get anything done. I could go to the clubhouse and I could be around people of all different functionality and people that function just as well as me or better or worse, and it was a place to go and work at something that had meaning and gives back to the community.
I hope people learned how vital Clubhouse is to the mental health community. And even though we're fighting stigma and we're fighting to change how the mental health agencies treat their clients, right now we're fighting for like our lives, for our funding, and and I hope that the commissioner and the governor understand that if they were to close even a fraction of the clubhouses, that would be a lot of people without services.